Hello. This is a special quarantine edition, or as I like to call the Quaranstream. Freak Out with Leodizes presented by Total Insanity. Sorry for the clipping audio. My allergies are in full force. I forgot to take my allergy medicine. I just realized that. I'm not in denial for the virus. It's allergies. Today, well, we have. It's a little bit different. We're streaming from an undisclosed location. As you can see, the setup is very different from usual. We have some beautiful imagery of the outside world, of which we are no longer allowed to enter, and we have this as well. I guess you could say, Jonathan Toledo is our artist of the day, with his sculptures residing in this mysterious hall. Now, the show, the show is getting better. The show is developing further. And here we are now, all out of cahoots. I can see we have two watchers. Alex says, "Oh wow, thank you for chatting in." I have a computer behind me with the chat. There's many things going on, and I'm very distracted. I tried to build upon what I was doing. I had assistants, I had people running stuff so I could be less distracted, but guess what? Now I'm just distracted again. But I guess that's of minor concern in today's times. And so, I would like to invite anyone that wants to chat in to my Whereby chat room. You can join with just audio if you don't want to be seen, or video. And you simply go to the link whereby.com/totalinsanity. It'll prompt you to probably log in. I'm not sure. I just logged in through Google. I just clicked Google. If you have a Gmail account, bam, you're in. You're good to go. If any of you out there would like to join in. But, today's theme, if you will, is pop punk. The often, what shall we say? I feel like pop punk is looked down upon in the music world as a lesser form of music, perhaps. Though many enjoy it, I don't believe it gets the respect it deserves. And so, we're going to have a pop punk discussion. If you'd like to join in, as I mentioned, go to the Whereby link. Or you can call in. I have a phone line plugged into the computer. It's wild. It's wild. But, I'm just trying to change angles a lot. So sometimes people walk by out here, but, not now. This is what we call a reindeer man, invented by my sister Katie. Okay, let's see. What's first on the thing for today? I want to discuss the pop punk ethos. And so, just so you don't think this episode is a lot of discussion, I'll give you that. It's going to be a lot of discussion. I'm really hoping people talk to me, but otherwise it's just going to be me rambling on a monologue, which is fine. But at the end of the stream, there will be a performance. So if that entices you to stay at all, please do so. Apologize my coughing. I apologize for my whatever. I'm not apologizing anymore. So, the pop punk ethos. It's energetic. It's fun. It's irreverent. They don't take themselves too seriously. They're relatable. And they're funny. They're pretty fucking fun. as a young boy growing up in the east coast of the Florida coastline, I was drawn to pop punk for its melodicism, energy, fast-paced music, excitement, and the fact that they like made fun of everything. So lighthearted. Now, I didn't necessarily relate to all the teen angst stuff. I really wasn't a super angsty teen, I gotta say. I was just a simple boy growing up in the Florida land. I really need to stretch this time and talk slow. I hope it's entertaining because this is all I got for you. Now, somebody joined the Whereby group for well, no, I guess not yet. The time isn't right yet, really. I'm doing the introductory. Now I'm going to go through a little bit of the history and evolution of pop punk. For this, let's see if we can cut to the desktop. What are we on now? Is this all working? I have so many different things happening right now. I'm switching between things on the computer and with the switcher. Okay. Alex says, "Oh well." I would like someone else to say something too, please. But anyway, what were you gonna say? What is your experience with pop punk? How do you feel about this? But first, the evolution of pop punk. My face. Oh, I forgot to turn lights on. That's important. I wanted to like. Are you kidding me? My light bulb really burnt out. You gotta be kidding me. You gotta be kidding me. You gotta be kidding me. You're kidding me. My light bulb burnt out? You gotta be kidding me. It's for me staying at home all the time. And the light just being on. Well, guess what? I'm changing a light bulb. I need this light for the show. Sorry. Nice. I swear these new light bulbs burn out quicker than the old light bulbs. Or I actually have my light on that much. This is the third time. I've only lived here for almost 2 years, and I've changed this light bulb 3 times. I feel like normally I would have only changed it like once. What a timing for a light bulb to burn out. Like what? I swear there's something that things happen in like coincision. Anyway, it seems brighter than before. It seems too bright. Is that because I got used to the darkness? Whatever, I can deal with that later. Maybe it needs to have a 60 watt. What was the one that was in there? It doesn't. It says 43 watt, 620 lumens. Please keep watching. Your room is haunted. Maybe so. You know what? I put the too bright one in there. It's too bright. Is it bad if you like start up a light bulb and then don't use it for a long time? Because like I just like got it all hot and bothered, and now I'm like returning it to its original packaging. and I'm going to use it like later. Anyway, I'm going for a 60 watt here. It'll be nicer. Or not, it's 43 watt, but whatever. It's like, I don't know. It says it's a 60. I don't know. I don't understand it. I thought whatever. Okay. That's the proper amount of brightness that I'm used to. Thank you. Thank you. I only got one of those light bulbs left now. Like I gotta. I bet you the stores are sold out of light bulbs because people stockpile light bulbs. For goodness sakes. Okay. I thought I would get more viewers in the quarantine. I have less. But thank you for those dedicated people watching. See, the light is lighting me better, so my face green screens out better now. Or it Luma keys out better. This is what it should be. Okay. Thank you for dealing with that brief diversion. And now, why did I change it to this? We don't really need on that right now. Wait a second. Oh, yeah. Okay. So, evolution of pop punk. I read a little bit of the history. There's foundations in the Beatles, in their melodicism. There's foundations in Beach Boys, influencing the Ramones and the original punk artist. Could it be argued that Ramones were pop punk? They weren't that popular at the time, but the music style isn't that different. But they're considered pure punk, which, I mean, they're pretty fucking punk. But anyway, sorry I'm cussing, Mom. Now, as punk developed, there's the Clash, and then there's like more hardcore punk and like Misfits and stuff like that. Then you had like new wave. I would say Elvis Costello is kind of a forerunner, and we get to. I think even like it mentioned Bad Religion's pretty punk, but they have pop punk elements of melody, and so pop punk slowly evolved, and different, and until it became what we know now. At least what I knew in the late 90s, early 2000s of pure pop punk. Green Day, Blink-182, The Offspring. And then there was kind of like a second wave, Sum 41, Good Charlotte. And then, or maybe that was the first wave. Then there was maybe what I call the second wave. And this is where emo starts coming in. And what is the dividing line between emo and pop punk? Because now you start getting Fall Out Boy, Motor City Soundtrack, Taking Back Sunday, My Chemical Romance. Are these bands pop punk? Are they emo? Are they both? Do the genre distinctions matter at all? Say anything. I'll mention them too. So, I was thinking that people were going to chat in because I told like 4 people yesterday. If you'd like to chat in, we can now discuss these various. I feel like I've related to pop punk, and I feel like it doesn't get respect, similar to some of the art that I do. I feel like, look at this deprecating nature. Blink-182, crappy punk rock. Notice they call themselves punk rock, and really, Blink-182. I mean, did they not come up in the time? Did they not come up in the ranks? I mean, they toured incessantly. They toured with other punk bands. They toured. It wasn't like they just got famous, some big record deal. They consistently toured, consistently developed until they made it big. Now, could they just be considered simply punk rock? And the pop punk becomes because they were popular, because they were bubblegum. And maybe, there is this punk ethos of like raw, like not the mainstream stuff. But I believe that was a short. I don't know if that's. I don't know if I want to get into all that. I'm a little bit less knowledgeable, I must admit. But I do know. Now, For the two that are watching, I really applaud you keeping watching for this boring discussion. So, where was I? What I'm trying to get at is this band that technically came up in a punk fashion, just because their music was more polished and had more appeal, and they didn't shun success. Many people like them, but I got a lot of crap for like them. People still are like, oh, Blink-182. It's like they get no respect. I see it similar because of their like lighthearted ways. I honestly see it similar to certain art styles of so-called low art, of so-called lighthearted things within the art world. They're considered less important. They're considered not as good. They're looked down upon. Well, I disagree with that. So, if you disagree, join in the Whereby chat. Okay. Let me send out some reminder text here to some people. This is very exciting. Okay. In which Leo writes a text. Sorry for the coughing noises. So this is where I have on the list of things the pop punk discussion, which is obviously not happening. So let's see what happens if I do this. Wow. Now this is something. This is new territory of visual. It's not really. Whereby.com/total insanity. The room is unlocked. Come join. Discuss pop punk. Tell me if you hate it. Tell me your thoughts on it. Tell me your experience with it. Tell me if you didn't live in the time of pop punk's development. Tell me how you view it. Then there's pop punk I don't know as much about. There's like the third wave of pop punk perhaps, where you get like All Time Low and like people like that, which I don't really know their music or care about it because it isn't as good. Maybe it is. Maybe I gotta give it a chance. But I had to listen to a little bit, I feel like, and it just wasn't as catchy. So, moving forward. Oh yeah, I was gonna start the show like this, but I forgot. Well, you can see my stream because of this Quaranstream. It's basically ruined my prospects of making better art for months. I took her out. It was a Friday night. I wore cologne to get the feeling right. We started making out, and she took off my pants, but then I turned on the TV. And that's about the time she walked away from me. Nobody likes you when you're 23. And I'm still more amused by TV shows. What the hell is ADD? My friends say I should act my age. What's my age again? What's my age again? Then later on the drive home, I called her mom from a payphone. I said I was the cops, and your husband's in jail. The state looks down on sodomy. And that's about the time that bitch hung up on me. Nobody likes you when you're 23. And I'm still more amused by prank phone calls. What the hell is Call ID? This is back when Call ID just came out. What the hell is Call ID? My friends say I should act like it's what's my age again? What's my age again? And that's about the time she walked away from me. Nobody likes you when you're 23. You still act like you're in freshman year. What the hell is wrong with me? My friends say I should act my age. What's my age again? What's my age again? Please stay, Wendy. Did you say please stay, Wendy, or please stay with me? That's in the background. Please stay with me. Please stay with me. What's my age again? Now think about that. It starts out pretty jokey. It's setting the scene, flips the script, talks about the immaturity, talks about, some would say immaturity, some would just say having a good time, enjoying not taking things too seriously. They bring in the sexual themes, okay. It's the type of humor for Blink-182. Not always a fan, but it's fine. And at the end, though, there's a little bit of real emotion coming through about the repetition of what's my age again? What the hell's wrong with me? The background vocals that not everybody knows of please stay with me. This guy's in a relationship, and because of his ways, he's begging his lady to please don't leave. And the next song, oh no, not the next song, never mind. The song I'll be playing today is called Don't Leave Me. In fact, what was that noise? I just heard a noise. Like somebody tried to join something or something. Did somebody try to join the whereby? I didn't respond? I don't know. For watching! We've just doubled our viewership. Today, we're talking about pop punk, for those of you that just joined in. Please send in your... I have a vast appreciation for this unappreciated art form. So if you think it sucks, if you want to analyze how you think it's developed, what you like about it, what you don't like, talk about a favorite album, please do so. The music that's really lasted for me, Blink-182. For some other people, it doesn't. They grow out of it. For me, I can't get enough of the expert songcraft. Oh, dude, I wasn't in there? Oh, Ralph, try joining again. I says I'm in the room. It doesn't have I just have audio right now. I've never used this before. Maybe I should have tested it. It's whereby.com/total insanity. It didn't. I thought it would like send me an alert. I don't know how much delay there is. I'll wait. I'll try to keep this on my screen, but I'll see if it didn't give me like any type of notification. I just heard a noise like when you like left or something. Well, if you want to try again, you can. I'll try to be aware of it more. I thought it would like tell me. And maybe there's something I'm missing with this, but I joined the room. I created the room Total Insanity. I'm in it. It says 1 of 4. Leo Deezus, you. I'm in here. I have my camera turned off. It's just my audio to try to like lessen the strain on my internet. And the link says share this link to start a meeting. HTTPS, ://whereby.com/total insanity. So anyway, if anyone wants to join in the discussion of pop punk, I also got my phone hooked up here. Okay, Ralph says we'll try again in a sec. But I think Katie is in the Paisley Forest. I want to call Katie or she can call in. I want to have her. Let's do that right now. Well, no, I'll wait till. Okay. Let's call Katie. You guys, I was doing a history and analysis of pop punk and its development and its underappreciation because of its lighthearted nature and melodic, maybe some would say bubblegum pop aesthetics. But if you look at the Beach Boys and Pet Sounds, if you look at the Beatles, they had these elements. And so I think it's foolish to disregard pop punk as only a light art form, unworthy of proper attention, study, and appreciation. Similar to Total Insanity live stream, though I would argue that pop punk is better than what is happening right now, though some would argue otherwise because they hate pop punk. Now, here's some Jonathan art. I'm like, now that people tune in, I'm like, here, let me show you all the stuff I have. Here's my closet where a performance will be happening later in the show. And here's the outside window where who knows who will walk by throwing away trash, perhaps getting in a car to go to a grocery store. So, I think I'm going to call Katie and get her to rate some pop punk people, what levels of attraction, I guess 1 through 5. Alex can join the whereby. She has to do some. Okay, cool. Alex is about to do some cocaine, so she'll be super hyped up for the whereby. That sounds great. Sounds excellent. So, Katie, let's see if you answer.